Well, let's get ourselves flying here on a new stream. We're going back into some space engineers, the stuff they're working on the weekend. I have been doing a lot of debugging since last stream to try to figure out a lot of my issues that I've been having with my mining ships and stuff. It's been frustrating, but I think I've got a lot of it solved. And so this episode or this stream, we're going to be looking at some of that, and we're also going to be looking at. Ew, got a spelling error in my description. We're going to also be looking at setting up our mining. And I don't know if I'm going to attempt an atmospheric drone or not, but we currently have hydrogen drones, and I'm having a little bit of an issue because I'm in atmosphere. I'm on Earth with very heavy gravity, relatively speaking to what we typically would run into. And it is causing one of my mining ships to run out of fuel before it can get back from where it's mining. So I have to consider how I want to deal with that. I have a few options. I can always put a drop off a depot nearby its mining site. I can decrease the amount of time it takes to mine by just having it fail sooner. And we'll contemplate some other stuff. This is potentially going to be a single person stream, but I do have it open for G Connor Sky to join if they want to. Um, Unlike the weekends where I usually kind of plan on seeing them. This one is a come if you want kind of thing. All right, so now we got ads. We've got the details in. Still don't have a nice. No, it still don't have a nice thumbnail because me being me. No, I don't want. I don't. I don't. No, no. I chose. I chose my mid rolls. Damn it. Thank you. Hey, let's bring that down. Okay, let's get going. I don't know if the sound cuts out for you or not, but yeah, there. Yeah, you discard the changes. Fine, whatever. Of my thing. Yes, everything's on. Good. I will bring up my YouTube live so I can see people who are in and what they're doing because that's a thing. All right. Awesome. Yeah, we've done some work on the place. I've made some updates. I've finally completed the large generator. Let me jump out of my cryopod. I don't need my prior. I mean, being the host, I don't need the cryopod, but I do it anyway. So I built the large. This was just a case of I wanted to build one, and so we got the large reactor here. I have no fuel for it, so it's not really going to be doing much. But at least it's done. Also, we've got the ship printer over here that we've now have that we can use for crafting a few, our mining drones, which I'm going to be doing. I have also upgraded my experimental digger. It is now a tug with 6 um, of the hydrogen tanks on it, so it's basically a refueler for my drones. I have extended this out to create some drone bays, and I've actually even named them drone pad 1 through 3, so that I can figure out who's got what. I started putting sorters on my docks because it does help with getting the thing empty. Drone pad 1 doesn't have it yet. I'm going to have to reset that drone before I do. So I'm going to be naming these guys, and actually, drone pad 2 has um, number 1 mining drone, the number 3. Maybe what I'll do is I'll shift these guys over so that the drone has the pad number. That might be helpful. But yeah, I've got 2 drones going currently, and they are over here. I have one working on the iron mine, currently digging that out. I am keeping all of the ice and rock, letting it work do its thing. But we can see, whoop, see right in there. This guy's going to come in here and do his thing. But yeah, it's starting to dig its way down to the iron. And then I've got this one digging too. It could go down far enough to get all this stuff, but we'll have to wait and see what it's going to get. Are you? Yeah, you're just. I'm just having it dig right moment, just to get in there. What are you doing? Why are you staring? actually. I can still do remote access now if I want to. That's mining drone 3. No, that isn't. This is mining drone 2. You see it's too heavy and it only has like 30% of its load. Okay, that took it a while. Probably because it's pulling back slowly. But that's... No, actually, hold up. Nope. What are you doing, buddy? Get in here. There's the control. It's not doing anything right now. Flying to dock area 7 meters. No, you're not. You think you are, but you're not. I might have to reduce its weight a little bit more. Okay. Jesus Christ. Right. For some reason it disconnects. Okay. That was mining drone 2, right? Yeah. Okay. Fly home. I hope you make it. You burned up all your hydrogen. Wow. Come right on in, and the first thing I run into is a problem. This is going to be close. Wow. Okay. Jesus Christ, you. So we got him flying home. Let's take a look at his setup. So one of the things to note is the programming block, the PAM programming block on this guy, and this is DA2. We've got the remote, which we connect to control things. We've got the PAM programming block right here, which is actually what's being controlled when I use this screen here. Now this screen is controlled by running scripts on PAM. So the script I've got down here at the bottom is an up, down, and apply. There's some others too. If I do a control 2, we can see I've actually got a reset, which will reset everything too. I'm not going to be doing that one at the moment, so let's go back here. So I can do 1 to go up, 2 to go down, if I want to. And let's take a look at the behavior settings. So max load is sitting at 80%, which still doesn't seem to be enough. I think it starts at 90. Weight limit is on. I want that. I got the ejectors off so I can get ice. Unknown ice is absolutely true. I don't have any uranium on, so I set that to ignore. And I set the minimum battery and hydrogen at 30 and 40%. And then when done, it's going to be returning home. Actually, that's correct. That's what I want. Right? So let's take a look at number 3. Going in. I'd have to stop him, take a look at his stuff. But his max load is 90%, and he's got a minimum amount of hydrogen at 20%. So I have a little bit more play on this one than I do on the other. That the depth, I just had to do the touch to get to the right depth. I also tried to speed up the pullback Nope. That's DA3. So it's got a little bit of stone, some. Yeah, so it's not getting a full load, and this is mostly because of the design on it. I might have to mess with one of these guys again. So I've already added additional thrust to this to the basic one off the shot off the workshop. So I've got 3 down thrusters. I mean, I shouldn't say 3. I had 3 sets, so I got 6 down thrusters, and I needed, I think, a little bit more forward thrust. The problem is trying to find a place to put the thrust. Now I'm not using ejectors, so I might just start tearing out ejectors. Let's shut this thing down for a moment. Dude. This is DA2, right? Let's control and make sure it's the idle one. It is. Okay, good. 3. Okay, so now that I know that it's not going to be working on itself, I do want to start. I want to. Okay, let me come back in here. We're going to turn off all the thrusters. Let's put the hydrogen tanks into stockpile. That'll drain off the power and they'll shut down. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mess with this a bit more. I'm going to lighten up its load first. We'll see what that does for me. What I don't need anymore, I think, is the ejectors. So I don't need these. Okay. That's 2. There's typically 5 of them on here, but are you an ejector too? No. Might have got all of the ejectors. Might have. I don't need this on here anymore. Again, lightening the load as much as I can. Okay. Okay, so you feed there. We're feeding that thruster. Your conveyor sorter, which I don't need the sorter anymore. Sorters weigh 180, and how much does a conveyor weigh? 68. So the conveyor is less than the sorter. Okay. So I'm gonna have to put a sorter back in. Okay. I need. Over here. I got some space. All right. My inventory. I have everything I need to put this down. Okay, good. 7. No? Small conveyor. Okay, I've got the wrong block. Shift, Control 2. That's the small one, right? There we are. Something's open on the screen unintentionally. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and grab this. Why are you giving issues? Oh, because you're the conveyor. That should lighten up the ship a little bit. I need 2 spaces. So I can actually throw a forward thrust here if I want to. I think. Nah, won't work that way. Will it? Alright, let's see what else I can grab. Conveyor, conveyor. Are you actually conveying anything conveyor? You are underneath. But that could be done by a T-joint. So it's 180 grand. 100. Wait, where am I here? That's 100 and, or no, 68. And a T-joint is even lighter. So let's do that. Okay. Let's see what the weight is here. Nope, control panel. I need the remote. D2 mining drone. We're at 6.7K. Make sure it's empty. Yep. 6.7. I wonder what the other one is. No, I'm still in D2. $15? Yeah, so off the shelf, this one is super. This is a lot heavier. Naked, it's 15K. Wow. Wait, no, this is 15.9 kilograms, right? What? Does that say this is 6 million kilograms? That doesn't look right. 6.7, yeah, 6, that looks like it's saying it's 6 million kilograms. That's 20,000. Here we go again. Debugging. That is a comma, right? Not a period? Oh, I know what it is. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see. Let's stop filling. It's on auto. Got the engines on. Yep. I'm not going anywhere, so let's just hit P. There we go. It says it's 15,000. I don't have anything else in there. Okay. So at 15,000 kilograms, huh? Okay. So let's get back into K. We're going to go down here to the PAM program thing here, that one. We're going to come down to the bottom. We're going to recompile. You can see it changes everything over here. That basically reset it. I'm going to park it while we're sitting there. So that's 15K.
Fuel critical.
Yeah, of course it is. Damn it. Huh, I made it. I did a double jump though. There we go. Let's refuel. What else can I clean up in here? That is feeding that thruster. And that is a going backwards thruster, which I feel like I've got. I could add another downward thruster. See if that does what I think, oh, what I hope it does. Wait, what? There you go. Gives me a little bit more lift. Now we're back up to 15.8. Really? 15.8 kilograms. That's 15.9. We're in the same ballpark. I'm not saving huge amounts of space. But maybe some. Okay. Let's execute on this. See how it works. Take control. Well, actually, before I take control, I need the hydrogen tanks back out of stockpile. Okay. Now we did reset everything, so we have to set it back up again, right? So first thing I'm going to do before I do that, because I don't want to spend a lot of hang time, I'm going to go down and make sure my behaviors are where I want them. And that's not where I'm at. Down, behaviors. So max load is at 80%, which it won't hit, but it's there. Weight limit is on. I can toggle sorters. Yeah, they're off. unload ice is on. Ignore. Yep, 30-40% return home. Yeah, but no, that looks like I want it. Okay. Then we're going to go back up to mining job. 24, yeah, depth of 30. I think we're good with that. So let's go back in here and then we're going to do the recording. So set this as home. Step forward. There you go. Key to unlock. Step forward a little bit. Get some altitude. Actually, a lot of altitude. So I have to get over my polar things. Come on in here. Now, if I go into K, info, and sensor, turn that on, then when I look at my settings for the next piece here, okay, so, actually, let me, shoot, get a little closer. So it has less time to dig. Okay, there we go. Then, 5, 3, stop the recording, go down 1, set up mining job, execute, start the job, and if we look at the 4, we can see, you know, we can aim it a little bit if we want to. There we go, we'll just do that, and that way it'll get the empty area open too. That's fine by me. 5, and then we're going to hit 3 to execute the job. There we go. I do that to make sure I don't use up too much of my oxygen before I land. Okay, let's jump out of that. I'm going to come over here and observe my... Okay, so the iron guy just went back. He's digging. How's iron coming along? He's not hitting rock or anything. He's just getting ice at the moment. Fine. Messages that are happening. Okay, so the ship is too heavy, so now it should decide to return to base. Yes, it's going to turn around and go to base. There we go. It's executing as it should. This doesn't say Gemcraft, does it? Did I put in Gemcraft? I should double check that. That'd be funny. Live. The description details. No, it says, okay. Had me go in there for a minute. Okay, so I'm going to look at DA3. So I'm going to end up spending a lot of time going back and forth because of the gravity issue with Earth. And I think that's going to throw a lot of the people who might be in gravity. I mean, in space, this would not have been an issue, I don't think. Wouldn't have had to deal with all this weight in space. I really just have to deal with momentum, mostly. So, yay. Okay. Let's get out of this. I feel like that one is going to be more optimized. Okay, so I'm ready for a control B on the blueprint. Mining ups. There's DA2. get a Control B on that. That's the one from before. I'm going to delete that one. This is the one I'm going to keep. I'm going to rename it DA question mark, or whatever number it is. Yeah, we'll take it. Okay. So we'll take it DA0. There we go. DA0. Okay. So now I got the drone I configured the way I like it. I lightened it up a little bit. Not sure that makes a whole hell of a lot of difference, but hey, we'll do it. So now let's go take a look at the printer. So last stream I spent a lot of time fuddling with the ship, trying to get it to work. I couldn't rename it. It said I didn't own it. There was a whole bunch of issues going on. I'm gonna turn off these motors. And as it turns out, the reason why is that these owners, this printer was built by GCon, and so the welder blocks were owned by GCon. So if I look down here, I think that one's, does that have any ownership? No, it doesn't. Let's see if I can find something else that's ownership. The drill probably does. Down in here, what's this? Yeah, see, so you can see the owner here. This is the build info mod that's installed. Gives you some details about stuff. You can see that here it says that this is owned by GCon. And because it's owned by GCon, the welders were owned by GCon. The ship that I built, even though I was sitting in the control chair, and the projector was also controlled by GCon, which I have now ground down and redone so that it's in my name. The ship was printed as GCon's. And as such, I didn't have the authorization, even though he's in my own faction, to rename the ship because it was his ship, not mine. So I had to grind down all of my projectors and my welders, and then hack them. So I ground them down below that line. If you see right on the left right hand side, is functional and knack. I ground it down until it was there, and then because that clears the owner, I rebuilt it and I changed it to my name. So that's how I had I got my name and got it set up into my name. So now I got that done. Let's go ahead and take a look at printing one of these because I have a space for him and I want to do that. All right, this is going to be actually it's a projector because I ground it down. Oh, it still keeps them printer good. We named everything over here printer so that we can find them fairly quickly. So we've got that. We look at my blueprints. I'm going to grab that DA0 mining drone, copy it to clipboard. Oh, and then now I have things I can mess with. I want, get out of here. I want this projection to be touching the end here. And in fact, I think I should actually add, because I think I ground the last one off. Okay. So that I want to move this projection so that it's touching the end here. It's still attached to the base, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up grinding that off to free the ship. All right, with that done, let's get back into control, printer, projector. And I'm sure there's probably a better way to do all this, but you know, up and down. So I think I want like -1, if I'm not mistaken. The vertical offset is towards me or away from me. I think I want like -3. The forward offset just back and forth, and maybe if I want to find a nice spot, but I want to keep it centralized. I think we keep this maybe at a -1. Control click, -1. Now, let's take a quick peek. There's something else I know I need to mess with, even though it's there. Okay, so now I can see this is the bottom of the ship, right? That's the top of the ship. So I want it oriented that way to make things easier. Why is that yellow? That's all green. Something get damaged? Yep. Okay. I'll fix it. All right, so this needs to move, And if I wanted to connect somewhere, how centralized is it? So I want to go back like maybe 1. And I don't want to mess with the vertical. Weird. I want the horizontal offset, right? So let's make this 0. Get out. Was horizontal at 0. I want to come down 1 more, I think. Sure, there's a way to do this more cleanly. Can't do half blocks. I wish I could, but I can't. Okay, that is actually perfect. Perfect. Right where I want it to be. Okay. So, now that I've got that all set up, we're going to go ahead and extend these to 8. Let me actually get in there and control the printer. It's going too slow for me. Printer pistons. Let's go. What's that? Slow, but I don't want it slow. I want to get in here. So extend them all. Stick my face right in there. Excellent. Now I've got the hotkey down here that's set for turning the welders on and off. So I'll turn the welders on. And then I'm going to come back in here to those pistons and control them to come out. I'm sure there's a better way, but again, I'm just doing me. All right, so I'm going to do minus 0.01. Find that works out pretty well. And so as you can see, I'm slowly pulling back. A little bit too close to the welders, but that's the case. So now as it comes out and the welders have these blocks in front of them rather than in them, they will start to weld. Go heat up, or go heal up. Okay. And we can see another mining ship coming out, and this one is modified like the one we just messed with. So I did the control, I pointed at my ship, I did a control B to get the blueprint, then I came over to the projector, I loaded that blueprint, and now we're printing it out. And everything is owned by me, so the ship is going to be owned by me. I think I can get close enough now to take a look at it. So you can see now the owner is a Dextor. So that means I'll be able to control it. Now while that's going on, let me go over here. I just want to make sure these guys are still working okay. Yep, they are. And I'm going to run into my refueling ship because that ship that's being built is a hydrogen-powered ship, and it has no hydrogen. So you can see in this one I've got my fill on. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect after I double-check. Number 4 is auto. Number 5 is on. Yep, so I go ahead and unpark. Otherwise, I might unpark and have myself in a bad way. And fall to the ground because I won't have any power for some reason. Either I don't have the hydrogen or the batteries set to recharge or the auto or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Now I can come in and this looks like it's done. Yeah, it looks like he's done. So I'm going to get in here. I don't think the welders will hurt me while I'm in the cockpit. I'm on fill. Let's turn this to auto. That's number 7. I turned the generators. I'm going to connect, and now with that set, you can see that nobody's slowly draining, but I'm going to want to change that. So this is going to be VA0, right? There's D1, D2. Oh, it's still DA2. Well, yeah. Okay. We have to select all these to stockpile. Now, if I look at the bottom there, you can see that the hydrogen is starting to go down fairly quickly. It also cuts off hydrogen feed to the thrusters. but this should fill it up quite nicely. I'm empty. Disconnect, pull back, set this back to fill, make it go connect for the next run. One stash of this is like a third of what that thing uses total. So it's enough to get me to a docking port. Okay, Phil, I'll go ahead and turn the engines off and the batteries to recharge. So it was 5 and 4. And I'll pop out. And actually, you can see at the bottom right hand corner there that the hydrogen is slowly filling back up again. Yay. Alright, let's go snag our ship. So this thing is still pulling back. If I want to, I can accelerate it, but I don't really need to. It's not that important. Let's go ahead and get on top of this. You're upside... You right side up or are you upside down, actually? I think you're upside down, actually. Damn it, I got it upside down. Alright, well, I didn't get my all right. That's fine. We'll go ahead and grab this. So this is going to be DA2 now in here, right? Even though the info says DA1. Small grid. 97 blocks. So now I can rename it because I own the blocks. And usually what I'll end up doing is going through and changing all the names here, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Let's go ahead and, actually, I need to get off of here. Get over here. This guy. I can't take him off yet. Alright. Doing a lot of clicking around here. First, I need to come over here. I can do it from the seat too, but I'm going to have to grind something off, so I'm going to do this first. First thing I want to do is I want to change the hydrogen tanks. I am not floating, the ship is floating, FYI. So see there, everything is fired up. I'm going to go in. Grind off that one block. And I'm an engine. What the hell did I not have going? I don't want to repair it. Gotta pick up the pieces. Oh, there's another ejector right out front. So then there are these guys up to the red. Let me go up here and turn off the sprinters. Repairs. It's not space engineers, it's space repairs and recovery. I've been messing with this thing for days, and I'm still getting some stuff wrong. glad I have that storage right there. Print out another one. I figure out what the hell it is. Okay. Yeah, they got enough. Didn't take too terribly long. And I think I have one thing to repair. Did I get it? No. Okay. And again. And I think now I can fix the yaw. Right? No, that's not right. It is flip at 180, right? And that should be on top. That puts you on your side, at least it should, for 90-degree turn. Oh, I see what I was doing. All right, yep. Okay. It's not the yaw I want. Roll. Looks like roll is it. So I rolled it over, now I gotta push it back out, or up. I wish it would connect or snap or something. Let's... Is that the one I want? That one I want? Nope. I don't think it is. Let me see here. Forward. Yeah, no, I want... Still want this one at -1. Vertical? Yes. Warning, projection out of bounds? Really? That's not connected, is it? Apparently it is. Yep, it is. That's not blocking anything. Perfect, we'll take it. Okay. Printer, pistons, something positive. Stick my face in there. Thank you. Okay. And then we will go at -0.01. Then we just wait for that to print out. Uh, yeah. Okay. I didn't turn on the welders. I am not going to do that yet. I need to go back in with the pistons. Okay. Minus 0.01. Turn on welders. There we go. That's what it should sound like. The V. Wow. That's horrible. I'm waiting to get back far enough. I think when the first hydrogen tank gets built, I'll be able to pull back. Actually, it looks like it's fine. Okay. There we go. I'm out. Now let's go grab our fuel thug. Mining drone. Let's get the other mining drone there, doesn't it? Yep, he does. And he's stuck. I'm not going to make it, I don't think. I'm going to have to be efficient. I'm lucky I spotted that. Just in time. Why? Why is it having a problem? How about you? Are you having... See, look, same thing. He doesn't have enough forward thrust to think what's going on here. Or at least he doesn't think he does. Off the side a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, he's already out of power. Okay. Let's just stop you. Yeah. We'll have to use the tug. Bring this back into auto, turn on all the engines. We can leave it on fill at the moment. Now let's go ahead to auto. So I think I'm going to have to add some more forward thrust. I think that's the problem. Auto. We're going to go to DA2. Decontrol U. Turn all these guys onto stockpile to drain my power, my fuel. Okay, gotta have a tank. Turn that off. Disconnect from it. Disconnect from it. And then let's do the front. That was not a good idea. Fell in the hole. Get off the side here. Get down a little bit. Alright, now let's jump out. Let's try to take over that other drone. Ah! My range. Okay, now we're connected. Let's take a look, see if there's any damage. I better go back here and grab my other guy first. Still flying. Connected. Repair time. Clean up, everybody clean up. Wait. Hold on. Try this again. Builder. Add a builder. Hit on the side. There we go. That looks better. Okay, not sure how that one got damaged. Why am I doing more repairs on the tug than I am on the other guy? The stairs are fine. Oh, rolls all. Oh, that's good. Okay. I think we're good. Yep. Now, you guys. I don't think I need this injector. Take it off. Which gives me, I can do more back, but I don't want to do that. I need more thrust. There's four thrust. Wait a minute. What? What? Yeah, so there's the fourth thrust right there. So, I want a T-junction. That is actually perfectly connected? It is. Interior fluids. Might as well top off the auto lots in here. Okay. One, there. And might be having problems with my connector now. We'll have to see. Go ahead. All components successfully taken. Sweet. Okay. And you. Added quite a bit of weight for all the stuff I stripped off of that. However, now that gives me a bit more forward thrust, which I think was my problem. Alright, so now, you are DA, actually I should just go sign on him, saying what he is. Do I have space on the back? Camera. Alright, so other side. I need a construction computer. There it is. Wow. People get to the point where they can like do that without having to think about it and mess with it. I'm not there yet. So this is DA2. And should I do white or green? Let's do green. Font size I've already figured out needs to be 10. I want to center. Too big. Maybe you should just call it DA2. Or I can add a text. There we go. Hey, look at that. And that's an official mining ground. Okay. Let's take over DA2 here. This one, not the one that's on my other side that's incomplete. So I'm gonna leave it. Yeah. Alright, so I want to control you. Okay. Drills don't care about. The hydrogen is full and it's all powered. Ah, yes, right. Okay. I'm getting these ones attached. One part, so you should sit here. Now that I'm attached, the only things that go up my list are these, so I can see my new one more up. Two more forward. Heading back out, just go to the thrusters, just grab them all. Need two thrusters. Back out. Oh man, it's a toughie. Damn thing is it's straightforward yet complicated. So yeah. Hey. Alright, so I got everything hooked back up. Make sure I top up my fuel. I think I'm gonna save. Just in case. Space engineer backup. Save. Alright. So I can continue the job, I think. Bye, ship. Yeah, I'm not even into the AI. I'm a still newbie really when it comes to engineering, space engineering here, and it's been a challenge trying to get first to understand just what the hell, and then from there to figure out how to manipulate all the things. But I am surprised at the amount of feedback I get from PAM. The feedback I get from space engineers itself sucks. So when I'm building something, for example, I have no idea what the impact is to the ship that I'm crafting when I throw in another block. What did I do to the performance? No idea. Um, but now that I've got the build info in there, I've got at least enough information to know, like, what's the different thrust between the different size hydrogen thrusters, the different size atmospheric thrusters. All that's returning to the dock. Are you? Are you really? Turn around, and now you should have the thrust to get out of here. Yep, yep, you do. I can see it being sluggish. All right, well that's working for me. Yeah, so the feedback I get when I look at the PAM stuff is actually quite robust. Um, I'm 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 impressed that whoever coded this put in so much effort into the error detection aspect of it. A lot of people will just assume everything works right and code for that. And I mean, that's 10, 20% of the coding. Everything else is error. It's C plus versus C sharp. Yeah, well, there definitely is a difference between the two. But I was learning, or I did about a year's worth of work with C plus plus, two pluses, not one. Um, I've got a lot of languages under my belt from back in high school days. I'm sure they do. My reference is 40 years old, so eh. I have words I can say that'd be unpolite. That's fine. Yeah, I picked up most of the programming languages available at the time, and I found that C was one of those languages that gave you the power of assembly language with the convenience of a high level language. So it was certainly nice. Are you having problems, sir? You are having problems, aren't you? Damn it. Yeah, you were trying to get yourself wrecked in here. Uh, wanna? Oh shit! You're parked in the wrong place, buddy. That's funny. Java and SE script borrowing, yeah. Um, I was hoping that the scripting wasn't going to be something as complex as a high level language like C, but you can do so much with it. But like I said, whoever coded this I think it did a good job. I know a lot of people are like, it's been around forever, it needs to be reworked. Um, it's functional. All right, let me get out here. You are parked. You did damage to somebody, and so now yeah, you're smoking. And see, here's a good example. Look, if I go in here and take over this guy, it's DA1, I think. DA3 con. Okay. It's actually going to give something over in the PAM. Actually, it would tell me it was damaged if it came back home. Normally, that's what it says, but hey. All right, let me get out of here. You are definitely connected. That's good. Oh, it's the panel that got toast. Was that enough to get it working? It was. Yeah, there we go. So let's get in here. I'm going to do it again. It does not help that everything's got a name. It's supposed to be DA2, DA3. Let me take a look here. DA2. Somebody text me. Car repairs. People cost estimate for repairs. They pulled it apart and said, nope, it looks fine. Put it back together again. Great. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and fix this guy. Well, I parked him in the wrong, but that was my bad. I parked it in the wrong place. What else did I step on while I was working on this thing here? Is that the only thing I was banging up against? Really? No way. Why are you... Stripped you off. Probably shouldn't, but... That's the other thing about the Space Engineers thing, is trying to find all the piece parts, you know, and look at it and see how it's working. Sometimes it's just so much pain in the butt. Okay, so you made it. You just had the wrong place. Or I should say, I had the wrong place. All right, let's fix that. So you are DA. I didn't even name you, did I? DA2. So you're DA3. Let's move DA3. I'm gonna do it from here where I don't seem to have a range problem. I am drills. Wait, I'm missing some stuff under my deal here. Okay. DA3. That should be the hydrogen tanks. Stockpile on off. And then I want thrusters too. Stockpile on off. Okay. So you're on auto. Okay, good. Let me move forward here a bit. I'm gonna park this thing over here. This is the modified one. That's going to be the base of the next blueprint. I think it's the base of the next blueprint. Well, look at it. Wait a second for it to settle. Park it. Okay. Let me double check this. You have the extra thrusters in the back, right? Double. No, you are. Yeah, you're the one that the new blueprint's going to be based off of. Let's take control of you. I want to take you and park. Okay. Scan to make sure everything's working correctly. Yep, looks like everything's there correctly. Park it again. Alright. So he should be able to continue his job. Wrong guy. Damn it. You do say D, though, you're DA2. Whatever. I'll have to go fix it again. I'll have to go get it. Can't do it from here. I have to do it from the controls because once it's connected, that's another thing. Whenever this thing gets connected, E2 mining ground. Shit, now I don't even know which one it is. I got to rename it on the ship printer. Maybe it is time to make a grinding pit. This DA2. Okay. 5. You should be continuing your job. So let's see. So that's 2. So 3 needs to come back. What is broken down here? Drills. Okay. You know what? I'm going to stop you. Are you connected? Oh yeah, that's the other one. Wait. Wait, what? What? Oh, man. Well, this isn't the one I'm keeping anyway. Point him and control B. Did I get it? No. Go chase it down and re-blueprint this one. Control B. Yep. You have no. It's 10. Yeah, it is F10, but F10 also starts to record things. Take a screenshot. Yeah. Slowly getting some command over stuff. Slowly. Okay. So this one lacks the additional thrust. I could make the update and just take care of it. So why don't we do that? Want a T-junction. Just like that, actually. And then I want some more thrusters. Just like that. I'm a kid tinkering with stuff I probably shouldn't be. Hey, what do you know? There. Okay. I have 2 of those, 2 of those. Reminds me when I was like 9. I wanted to be an electrician when I grew up. So I used to take apart stuff all the time, try to put it back together again. And I took apart a 3-way switch in the house. I couldn't figure out how to wire it back up again, and my mom had to call an electrician out to fix it. That's what I feel like I'm doing right here. I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. Somebody's got to call out a space engineer and fix my stuff. All right, so that gives me the additional forward thrust I think I was looking for. I don't think I took out the. Yeah, I want to take out the other ejector. I don't need that really because I'm not ejecting things. And the sorter can probably come out as well, and I can put in place a regular conveyor, which is going to be a little bit less weight. No, I don't want two of these. Stop, game. Thank you. There we go. So that will lighten things up a hair. It is, like I said, it's nice that the build info thing is there. So now I can take a look and say, for example, let's bring out a conveyor sorter. Like the small sorter, which was in there. So I can take a look at 6. And you can see that the small conveyor up there in the upper right hand corner there, variant 5 of 9, right below that says 180 kilograms, where the conveyor itself is 68 kilograms. So the sorter is 100 kilograms more. So if I'm not going to use ejection systems and ejectors and conveyors, I might as well take them out, save some weight, because this thing is already overweight and can't take a full load. All right. So now that I've got that done, let's get in here again. You are DA 3, right? Oh, I see what's going on there. 1, get the drill out. Get DA 3. Oh, I might as well do the naming. That way I don't have to keep doing that. Just look at the block. There we go. DA3. Fine, I gotta do all the naming conventions. If you don't do the naming conventions, you just can't keep things straight. Edit to text, yes, this gets to be 6. This is green. And it is centered. Yay! Always nice when something works. Text image, edit text, D3. Also reminds me in programming, one of the things that a lot of people, or I should say, people forget to do is documentation in the programs. God, you got to do documentation. All right. So this is DA3. Yay. You, sir, We're having an identity crisis. Why? You are DA3. With the remote. Not able to control. Would I? I think I would eventually. I mean, I don't do it for a couple reasons at the moment. One, large grid on a planet is just, I mean, I'm finding that the weight of the ship matters. Um, the other is that the resource consumption for parts, while I'm still playing around with how to make this stuff work, I don't want to use all that extra resource to figure it out. I want to nail something, understand it, then I'd probably go into a large grid. You are having some kind of an issue. I don't know what the deal is. Let's hack you, back in again. That should fix it. No? Oh boy, here we go.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
And now we're into fuel. Alright. I've had this issue before. I got this. I can handle this. Oh wait, more Dextors though. Mirror sword, sword. Alright, there we go. It's an SE carbon footprint. You're right. I think it is an SE carbon footprint. I think this conveyor sorter also is not required on the other one. Write that one out. And we'll replace it with something more appropriate, like a T-junction. So that's going to be 46 kilograms instead of the 128. So that'll lighten it up some more. All right. So now I've played with it a bit. Let's get back to fixing why I can't actually control it. Let's recompile this in case it was locked out. I don't know if there's anything in there. No method. Main method not found. Please add main method. Yeah, no script. Okay. PAM have control of it? No? Okay. Save. The menu. To load that thing back up again. See if that would help reset it. The first reason I wasn't able to take control of things was because I didn't own all the blocks. I think I own all the blocks now, so it should be the issue. No? What was that? Did I really turn off the Any base's antenna? No, it's on. Mine isn't though. It's probably why I can't control it. Duh. Duh. Yeah, duh. This game. I recompiled, right? So I don't think it has. Let me just double check the mining job. Those numbers look right. I think this was going for iron. Let me make sure I had it right. Yeah, that's what I was working on iron. I think I'm gonna make it go deeper though. Control F5 screen. Actually, that's probably something I should point out. This screen you can't actually interact with it. If I go straight to it and hit F, I can't mess with this. This gets updated by the script. So the way you deal with it is by looking at it from a camera and then doing the execution of the stuff. Like if I go here and then I had the toolbar, I could do it, but I don't have the toolbar. So I'm gonna back up a little bit so I'm out of range of the thing running me over. E3, go in here, control, then I hit F5 to get the camera that's in front of that screen so I can see what's going on the screen. And then I'm going to go, actually, if it remembers, should we try it? Ah. Okay, let's stop. It doesn't remember. You were here. Don't hit me. Okay. So I need to record a new path. Let's do that. So we're gonna go to record path and set home. So this is the first thing. I usually like to set up my mining job first, but you don't have to. Let's also hit the K key. We're gonna go into info. We're gonna make sure we turn on a sensor field. Okay. Back out. When you start your mining job, you're gonna be using that sensor field I just turned on to see what it is you're gonna dig out. So you want to see that. But I don't like hovering for a while trying to figure out all of my settings while I'm burning hydrogen. So I tend to want to do this first. So I would go into it, set up my job for the width, doing 24 meters by 14 by 40. And actually, I think we just talked about we wanted to make this deeper. So I can come down here to the plus. And I think I'm going to go out to like 70. I think the other one's at 80. So why not? Let's do 80. Okay. And then we can start the job, stop it. That just sets things. Now we're going to go for the recording of the path. We're going to F3 to start it. Then I go to F4 to see forward. I'm going to unpark, move forward a little bit, then go up higher, turn around. I could go straight across here, but I don't like to do that. I'm going to go all the way up and then come over. And I'm just doing that so that I can avoid the landing pad area where there might be traffic. You want iron. Shoot, I don't like the way this is turning out. Let me go back. Let's see, 3, stop the recording. Return to the home position. Because that waypoint got all messed up. I'm going to reset that waypoint because I didn't realize that I was going to the wrong spot. Hi, me. Okay, 5. Let's do this again. Start the recording. 4. Unpark. Forward. Go up. Turn around. Okay. I've made all sorts of different holes in here. All right, back to 5, and then we hit 3 to stop the path recording. Set up the mining job. Now if I come back out to 4, I can see where it is. It's lining itself up, and I will line it up like this. There we go. Start jump. Okay. Should have those cruising. Alright, so I still have a ship over here, don't I? I do not have a ship yet. Good. Yes, I do have a ship here. Yeah. I could modify it, just like I did the other one. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a snapshot of the other. Well, yeah, no, I might as well modify it. Okay. No, I shouldn't, because I have additional thrust going on there, right? Yeah, there's that piece is broken. You know what? I think I am just going to grind this puppy back down. Are they red? They are red. Twist. Turn them off. This will give a chance for the other two to be running for a little while with the upgrades. See if let's get something up.
Inventory full.
Dropping piece parts. Damn it. I didn't break anything. I think after doing hard ship, wait, whatever. What was that game? Hard Space Shipbreaker. I have this by now. It is kind of relaxing to just grind a ship down. probably warrant a full teardown rebuild. Actually, for my purposes. Sign. Nope, nope. Careful. Don't tear apart things you're not ready for. Last piece. Dad. Okay, let's throw another for future ship. Okay. Now, let's double check to see if we've still got miners running. He's still cruising. And he's still cruising. Oh, by George, I think I've got it. Point at it. Can we get a little bit closer? Control B. Clean up a little bit. Nope. What, stop these. XSplit recording. I'm gonna delete you. Delete you. Delete you. This was the original that I had, the XU2 mining drone. This is what it's all based on, but I've cut it to pieces and did massive amounts of changes to make it work in the atmosphere well. All right, well, let's go blueprint one of these while it's at work. Drone at work. It wouldn't be far off to call it a dad mining drone. So we've got, that's DA3, right? Is that the one I was just finishing? Yeah, that was the one I just modified. So I think that's gonna be fine. Let's jump in here. Printer, projector. I wish I would remember for which blueprint, how I had it set up, but it doesn't. I should make notes to myself. I know the roll wanted to be 150 or 180. The forward offset was centralized. The vertical was up to -1. And the horizontal was out to no, not the horizontal. Forward it was actually, right? No, it's vertical. Wait. Use, no, okay, that's far. So -6. Hey, what are you doing? Was it minus? what? Right. So you're saying I'm connected from there. Yeah, I am way seriously connected in there. That's a problem. Okay. So let's go minus. Nope, wrong one. Minus 6. Am I going the right way? I am going the right way. I think I need more. I want the forward offset to be maybe one more over here. Ah, there. Now how do I look? That's not bad. I think I want to push it out a little bit more. Yeah, I'm more comfortable with that. There it is. Okay. So, what are my settings? I don't want to. I don't want to play with this every single time. Printer, projector. Get some documentation going. Okay, so this is going to be a mining drone. And the printer offsets are going to be horizontal -1, vertical -7, forward 1, and of the roll 180. Okay. Pistons positive. Whee! Okay. -0.01. And then turn on the printer. Okay. So now we're printing out one of our modified drones. I'm going to have to wait till I get a little bit further back before I get out of my chair, because right now the welder's going to weld my brains together if I get out. Probably would help me, but you know. Yep, that was right. Okay. Where are you guys? At least some of you are still working. You're in the air, that's a good thing. And you are going in for a drill. Perfect. And you over here? You've gone in deep. You've gone and done it, I think. I can get out of there here for a second. DA2. Ship full, coming back out. Return to base. That is what I wanted to see. There's that little lag, a little drop to the side. I think that's actually the code doing that. And now he's off. Yep. That the additional thrust was required for him to get up to position to get in there. So I think that took it. That did it. Yay. All right. Now that we know we've got that, let's go ahead and do a refuel on the new unit that we just made. Again, stop, batteries, engines, and of course you're on fill, but you don't need to worry about that because you're not a hydrogen based, you're atmospheric based. Why are the drills on? I don't know. Okay, connect. Okay, so there's a DA2 and a DA3 currently connected. I think this might be you. Take a look. It is you. We'll turn those off. We'll turn these to fill. Why? What mixed? That's not right. You are right. Yep. Okay, so we're mixed. Stockpile on. That is weird. Why are you going off? Oh, I know what's going on. It's alive. It is. Well, sort of. I'm screwing up the other one. All right. So I'm going to leave you connected at the moment. You two are connected. Roll this thing off. You guys don't have the thrust, but you're going down slow. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. That's fine by me. Okay, you. You sliding backwards? You are sliding backwards. That's actually amusing to some point. Okay, you. Okay. Okay, you're all off. Okay. Thrusters. Shh. That's because you slipped away too far, didn't you? You want to stop that? Can I? I think I can. You're wrestling with me a little bit, but that's okay. Let me get up here. Am I connected to the? Yes, I am. I think I'm going to want to turn all of these things off. PAM program module off. I don't want you fighting me anymore. Picking all my thrusters. Yep, all my thrusters are good. Hydrogen tanks. Good. My tanks are 7, and I'm near empty. Let's get down. As I mess with this, I'll put you over here. I need to get him down just in case my disconnect doesn't work the way I want it to. just like a shipyard or something where you gotta take your time to get everything in the right place. Rotate it. Get it down here a bit. Okay. BA. All your thrusters should be off. Thank you. Okay. Disconnect the park. Am I the one having problems here? Apparently. I must have taken damage. I did take damage. Where am I? I'm here, so I go grab this here. I may actually start to armor this thing up a little bit. Just because of, you know, damage it's taken. Repairing engineers. That's the game. Connectors. Sorter's taking some damage. Or yeah, the converter taking a little bit of damage. Okay, and the fans. Woof. All the fans took damage. Wow, near blew up all of my fans. Yep. Okay, so that should fix you. Which did. Let's get you in here. Recharged. I suspect I'm going to need it since it took a lot of time over here. Alright, so you... are mostly in one piece. And I got fuel. Why are you... feels like gyro issue. Thruster, actually. Right? Let's turn off thrusters. Come here. No, not an F. K. You should be off now. See anything broken? Certainly should have enough upward thrust. So what's your deal, buddy? In the middle. Alright, well, it's entirely possible. It should be off. So really the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and rename all of these to DA4. If anybody knows an easier way to go through and change all of these, let me know, but it's... Like when you're doing the projector and you're actually doing the build, can you... Oh, wait, I know. Maybe I rename the ship. No, it'll just rename the ship. It won't rename all of the components. But I feel like the PAM module or whatever was confusing the DA3 mining drone with this DA3 version mining drone. I can see why some people don't, stop with the whole naming convention thing. Yeah, but Control C works. So does anybody else do all this? Or is it just me being a noob trying to do something that I can't possibly support later on in the game? I suppose when I get to the point of renaming, I'm kind of committed to a drone. Do I have all the thrusters? No. Okay. I hear a storm rolling in. Okay, renaming is complete. Confirm. Yep. Now, PAM block. Turn that back on, I think. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and recompile it. Now I need to redo these. Need more batteries. Hydrogen tanks. Thrusters. Okay. So, now that you're going to fill at the moment at 32%. I'm going to turn back on my thrusters. They should be off because I have the tanks all in refill. Okay. I have faith enough in this, I'm going to ride it. Nope. In the middle? Yep, there we go. Quick control. Okay, let's try it now. Oh, wow. It's stable. It's stable. Woohoo! DA4 is now up and operational. I think we'll probably go for cobalt next, cobalt nickel. But I've got way too much stuff going on. It's too cloudy in here. I can't see nothing. Here. Refineries, drop that off. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. Let's take a look at a remote access on a drone so we can watch it operating. Take two. back. And he's off again. Well, both of these now have done a number of cycles. Let's get out of there, come back out. Both of those two drones have now done a number of runs. So I feel like we've got the balance right. I had to add a number of more thrusters to the design because where it was intended to be mostly in space, I think they did do some basic testing on a gravity world. I don't know if they did it in Earth's gravity or not, but it is certainly not enough to maneuver as much as we want. So this the was it the DU2 mining drone off the workshop. I added two more thrusters down. I've added two more thrusters to the back, and I think I've added another two thrusters in the front, forward facing and backward facing. I've also ground down all of the ejectors and most of the sorters and replaced them with the lighter weight versions of just transferring it because currently I don't really need to eject or I don't need to get rid of stone and ice. I'm keeping both of those and letting the stone convert into its iron nickel components so it keeps me kind of balanced, and the ice is filled up my tanks there because we are going to start doing some operations with a lot more hydrogen based fuel sources like this guy up here. So that is going to be working out pretty well. Who just banged? You banged because I haven't fixed you either. Maybe I should fix you now because I'm here. Okay, I need this. No inventory. Might need some of that, so we'll take those. Okay. So I've got my solar panels in the bottom too close to the side here, and they bang against. They get bang against as they work. So more steel. So I need to move the bottom two out a little bit. This, if you don't limit the rotor, it can eventually do some damage. Let's look and see if it did do a damage. Advanced rotor, where's the rotor part? There's the rotor part. Hinge part. Nope, didn't do any damage yet. Good. Okay. Go. There we go. Now it won't bang anymore. Okay, so just double checking to see if I've got any repairs still left to do on this guy. Did I just see something? No. Awesome. Now let's reassign, or let's assign D4 to something. I'll have to do it from here. D4. You. Come here. Alright, so we're over here. We're going to go into the PAM mode 5. And again, we'll set up another job. So let's go first. Like I said, I'd like to take a look at the current settings. It inherited the settings from the last one, so that's great. I did 3. I started to stop the job to get out of it. So now I'm going to go back up. I think everything else is probably set the same way. Let's go ahead and record the path. So I disconnect. I'm going to move forward. I'm just going to go straight on out. Going to go into K, info, select the sensor field range, make sure that thing's on. Come back out, go to 5. And now you're going to hit done. Drop down 1, set up mining job, 3. Now if I go back to 4, I should see this area highlighted. Yeah, I kind of see the outline. And back to 5, and let's start that job. Okay. So that should be doing it. So the DA4 here, this threat on pad 3, is doing iron or nickel and cobalt. This guy here is doing iron, and this one here is doing, or working its way down to gold and also cobalt. So I still haven't done these. I found that the silver is just at 3 kilometers away. It's a little bit aggressive for the hydrogen store. So it doesn't make it back. But I might try it with the new design. It might actually be able to do it. Watching drone operations. At some point I'll probably want to put a sorter on that first dock. And again, with the sorter you can extract from the mining ship faster. But because I'm doing small loads effectively, it really doesn't matter that much. But it just ensures that you empty it out. You can either do it that way with empty all or collect all, or you can do white blacklist stuff. I just do collect all. Let's do this, come back. Now we're waiting for DA4 to come back. And I think we'll have our mining in hand. Dude. I didn't rename you though, but yeah, we can do that. Okay, and you are returning. with a 15% load because you're heavy, right? Nope, you're still mining. Do you have anything, or did I actually get that like on the head? You get some ice. Get a little bit off the top. Taking a while. Okay. See what we're doing. Oh, we're doing okay. So we've used the tug. Like I said, I was thinking about maybe armoring or putting a little bit of armor on this. There's an armor plate. Yeah, there it is. Let's take steel. And I'm really just looking to be a barrier. So I'm not really sure I need a whole bunch. Maybe? I think that's gonna pretty much do it. I could extend out here, just going along the edge. But I don't think it's going to be necessary. A little bit of a wing, maybe? Might be the down splash of that. We'll find out. Well, maybe. Not terribly expensive, but I'll have to come off the thing here. Poor thing, alright. Maybe a little bit on the outside. Not the prettiest thing, but you know, we'll leave the rest of this open. Okay. Let's see. This is the actual menu. This is a ship the Sky made. That's my fighter, and then this is the manual mining ship I have. Let's take it for a spin. Injectors are on up. You're charging. Let's go to auto. Turn on the things there, and then let me go over to my spot where I was working on some silver. So I can grab some more silver. So this should set me up pretty well for the weekend stream, Sky and GCon. I think we're going to be going for orbit. Now that we've got the mining set up. Nope. Up a little bit. There we go. Shot. Yeah, this was the one of the auto miners doing a little bit of digging. And also me. This guy can get right on in here. This one does have ejectors, so I'll turn that on. It doesn't have a lot of ejectors, but it has a few. You'll get plenty of stone and stuff from the auto miners. For a minute. It's full. Turn off the ejectors. Pretty much full now. Yeah, there we go. We're out. Let's head back to base. Fairly heavy now. But that should give me enough silver that I will need for anything like the medical and reactors that we might try to do. Oh, so I have to, I can always deconstruct the large reactor. I'm not using it for uranium at the moment. This is a slug. Overshot. The auto miners are still cruising. There's one right there. We got three of them up. Three of them up and running. Okay, let's get ourselves all lined up on the not the altimeter, the horizon. Now my line is just off the corner here, right there. And we unload. Yay! Why? Why you go boom? You broke it, didn't you? You broke it, and it's no longer functioning down there. Can I get to the thing somewhere here? No, it's up there. Wait. So why can't I not take control of this? Power? My battery's dead. Did you just run out of battery power? No. You got battery power. You think there's some damage detected? Oh, no, had something to do with the fact that you just dropped it on the ground. You completely blew up one, huh? I just saw something down there damaged, didn't I? Get underneath it. See. Okay. Can we turn on the projector? we moving? Why are we sliding? Yeah, let me get off the side here. You still slide me back? Yep, you are. There, take that. And I think the whole ship is sliding. Approaching dock. Last thing you had was damage detected. Okay. Oh wait, the antenna here is probably shot. Projector. Yeah, no, that's the wrong one, buddy. Just saying. See any damage from here? Wait. What is that? Oh nope, you're oriented the wrong way. Okay. Now we gotta get the projector all set up right. Can I just access this thing directly? Can I just do that? Keep the projection. I don't need to see only buildable. Keep the whole thing. Okay, there we go. Okay. Backward thruster. Where is that? Down there? Or is it rolled? See how this is. I think it is rolled. Oops, now you're off. I don't think it's pitchy either. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. So now we get all that lined up. Really? So right, so it's not the vertical. to horizontal now. Got that. -5? Almost. Maybe -6. Nope, -4. Oh my god, I think I got it. Alright, now, can I see if there's anything obviously broken down here? With the ore detector. Yep, the antenna is missing. Thruster that got repaired. And the antenna. Okay. There we go. Out of hydrogen. Now. Okay, let's turn off the thrusters. We'll turn on fill. And it'd be a damn challenge to refill it, but okay, I'll do it. The back end isn't pointing right. Okay, battery, engines, you are filled up. Unmark. Now I should be able to look at the other. Yeah, parked, aren't I? Yeah, parking engaged, okay. Stockpile, take all of my stuff, please. Unpark. Put the hydrogen tanks back on fill because this thing doesn't run out of hydrogen, so I can do that while I'm flying. There we go. And it'll fill up the hydrogen tanks again. Sweet. Did I do any damage down here? And actually, my curiosity is, did my skids work? Maybe. I'd know if there was actual damage to it, but I don't see any actual damage to it. Okay. I'm near enough. I think I should be able to grab it by remote. Yep. Okay. So I can turn these back on. Thrusters are saying they're off. Okay. hand off the mouse. Okay. Get out of that thing for a second. Now I can get a look underneath it. So something caught up to this after multiple runs. Okay. What is that? The sensor does the sensor's damaged? Why did I have a point where the sensor came up at 0%? Weird. Okay. Camera's functioning. Okay. Okay. Back on the ground. Do it again. DA4. Oh, it's connected now. I can't do it that way. Alright, let's go back here. Online system damage detected, huh? Oh, that's last. Okay. Let's go into DA4 PAM. Program block, where is it? There it is. Recompile. You just sit in it and watch it. Mins on the hydrogen in the battery. We can do that right now. I don't want that. I want 30. Yes. Should be 0. Should be 30. We go to 30. I think that might have been it. I think the minimum hydrogen amount in reserve was too low. number of things, problems come up with the automatic mining that really takes a while to recap it all. So let's pop out of here. Let's talk about all the ones we ran into. The first one that I ran into was an inability to get a printed ship to be renamed or controlled. And that problem surfaced because the drills were not mine. The drills were somebody else's. And so the ship that I printed from those drills was in their name. So I had to grind down the drills to be hack, repair them back up so they were in my name. And I did the same thing to the projector in front of me, right there, so that they were both in my name. And I got the build mod information. I suggest getting that too, because then when you look at something, there we go, you can see things like owner, and you can see that I'm the owner. And that's actually how I found it, was I saw that I was not the owner, and I could not transfer the owner to me using the admin tools or any of the other things. And I had to basically, I ground it down and rebuilt it because I didn't want to hack all the different parts on the ship. Hell, I can't get to all the different parts of the ship. The other thing that was on actual commons user mistake was I had my typo, bottom left hand corner, the little see the thing going on and off. I had that turned off, and so I can't control it when it's off. Okay. Now that I've got the ownership correct, I've got my antenna going, and the antenna on the destination ship is going. Then the next step is to take a look at your PAM settings. See if you've got that all going. So we will grab, I want to go back to 4. So here, for example, we can see, and I'm going to take away the head so it's easier to see. The menu, the PAM menu is not controlled by directly accessing the PAM LCD. You look at the LCD while you're in control of the ship, and then you execute commands that will change, that interact with PAM. The PAM will redraw the screen. So this looks like it's an interactive display, and it's not. It's an output display only. So you want to be able to use your command. So if I go back out to my toolbar, you can see at the bottom there, then I have the programming block for PAM with some commands that I execute. So what I end up doing is I grab the program block. I mean, where we just do control. And I do want to do that actually. And so you can bring this thing down here like that, and you can go run. You can type in your command, like for example, I can do a reset command. It resets PAM. Confirm twice. Now it's on the toolbar, and we'll run that command. So that's the same thing that was over here. You have to have up, down, and fly really required, because that's the only way you're going to be able to interact with that screen. The screen here. Hydrogen is at 45%. You still are not done. So I think that actually was the problem. Was he was running until he ran dry on hydrogen, didn't have enough to get back. So we will keep an eye on him here for a second. He's still not. He still hasn't hit his load. He has no reason to return yet. So the return reasons are going to be, I hit my minimum battery power, I hit my minimum hydrogen level, well, my ship got damaged, or I'm full, and or the ship is too heavy. So you can set how heavy the ship can get, or actually I think it does it automatically based on some of the stuff that the gravity and what. It seems to figure that out pretty quick, but you have to make sure you have enough thrust to get off. While that's doing this thing, I'll be right back here. We're getting close. I'm almost certain that's what happened to this one, is that the minimum was too low. It's right now going back over ground that I had covered before because Snakes has a new job. Just has to get through it. Okay, so now we hit minimum, right? Hydrogen? Minimum hydrogen. And the state now is returning. That's good. Low hydrogen. Perfect. The fact that it prints out its last state is immensely helpful. I really do like the fact that the PAM feedback is well done. From a user point of view, I can at least see what's going on by looking at the PAM screen. And he made it back. It's about to pop in there. So it looked like it used about 13% hydrogen to get back, maybe 15. Okay. Well, like I said, I think I got it, so I'm going to leave that alone to run a little bit. If we hear another explosion, we know we didn't get it. Over here. You are doing fine, right, sir? The hell? There you are. You can come out in here and take a look. Are you down to the point where you're actually doing some real rock? Looks like it. And you totally missed the iron deposit. Okay. So maybe some adjustment there. Don't don't make your angle too deep, because especially in the gravity field, because it'll have a hard time getting down to where it's supposed to. You actually get to no. Okay. But it's digging. That's all that's important to me right now. It's digging. You can always adjust the fields later to get to the stuff. So yeah, we talked about making sure you have ownership of the ship, making sure you have your antennas on, making sure you've got the PAM settings set up. I did a couple of times already, set up the mining job and the directions, so now to get to go where it wants to go. I think we've got all that stuff done. Really, once this thing's performing, consistently rock solid, I may add some plating, some armor plate to a few of the areas at the bottom, just in case it starts to bump into things, to prevent it from getting itself too damaged when it does fall to the ground. All right. So then we did our normal mining ship. The only thing we haven't done is the orbital, the experimental orbital, which is still not able to quite hit orbit. But someone had mentioned. Let's see, I'm in charge. Let's take it out of charge. Why is that mixed? Hydrogen tanks. Okay, that should be stockpile on, and that should be stockpile on. Did that fix it? It did. Okay. We have Atmo, and we have the fusion thrusters. You're full. Somebody said I should probably adjust the fusion thrusters. I also have to make sure I fix this. You to here, okay. SX thrusters. I should actually rename that H2 thrusters. Delete that one. Delete that one. Okay. So thrusters. Yep. I really need an engine. Okay, so then we got atmospheric thruster. We're supposed to be these guys here. H2 tanks, yes. Okay, double check things again. Hydrogen thrusters, yeah. I think I'm going to adjust all of these. Press override. No. I don't see what they were talking about, which was to adjust the thrust. Okay, let's see. You're full. Turn on the hydrogen. Atmo thrusters. H2 thrusters. Increase or decrease thrust. I see it now. Toggle on and off. Increase thrust override. Decrease thrust override. Just make sure it's all set correct. Okay. So we've got our thrusters are off. Atmo's done, right? Yep. And so let's unpark. We're on atmospheric thrusters alone. What did I just... That one. Let's try not to kill ourselves, shall we? Just point at something and go. We're at 50% power, but it should be alright because when I turn on the hydrogen engine... Actually, can I turn on the hydrogen engine? I don't know if I'm gaining altitude. Is there an altimeter somewhere? Ah, I got myself all screwed up. I don't even know where the hell I am anymore. Okay, let's head back. I'm gonna turn on my hydrogen thrust. Why do I feel like I'm fighting my... I think I'm fighting my engines here. Where am I? Okay, so I'm front. Mark it. Fill. Charge. Okay. And engine is where. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not really sure that design is, I don't think I've got it. Still have some more work to do on that one to get the orbit. All right. Well, that's done-ish. Yeah, 3 and 2 seem to be working right. Let's jump on to 2. Yeah, I feel like that was going to be fine. Get back float. Okay. Also, that's okay. Look at the state of our resources now. Got plenty of ice. Probably create actually a dump, so that'll just dump all that stuff out if I don't need it. We have plenty of iron, magnesium, nickel, silicon. Well, yeah, gravel. Certainly loads of gravel. Silicon, silver's with the thing I'm low. Gold. Gold I'm almost out of completely. No, I'm not. 800. Yeah, yeah. I'm way low on that. Resource wise, we're not really needing to consume anything yet, so I think that's good. I could go in for some gold. Do I have you digging in the way so I don't? I might actually end up causing myself problems. Kinda. We share path, but I can get down to the gold if I have to. But I don't think I'm gonna do that right now. The work I've been doing so far has fried my brain. Go grab this unknown signal. Oh, are you gonna be one of those damn roly-poly things? No. Good. A metallic wolfpack. I'm gonna have to walk home, man. Luckily. G-Con's work. First, dump it all in. Okay. I think that's all I'm doing today. Got enough done. I would surmise. Mining drone. Let's see. I need to save this thing off. Come back and do that in a minute. Let's go ahead and stick myself into a cube. My objective today was to get more of the mining up and running, and I think we did that, along with figuring out a number of reasons why PAM and automated mining drones fail. I debugged a few of those, so I think we're in pretty good shape at the moment for our weekend stream, and we're going to be trying to head to space. And I think we're looking at maybe trying to establish a space station, which then also means we probably need to have some kind of cargo drones going up and down from the space up there to supply it, to keep it in all the ores and the hydrogen and stuff like that. So come back and join me, and we'll see what more I can learn. Talk about a steep learning curve. Jesus Christ. Come back and join me. Bye bye. Take care.